So let me ask you about the fact that this shooter...
Special report.
And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. We are coming on the air because President Biden is about to address the shooting earlier today at a school in Nashville, Tennessee. 3 children and 3 adults were killed. Police say the shooter, a 28-year-old woman, is also dead. As we wait for the president to step up and make remarks, I want to bring in our Pierre Thomas, Chief Justice Correspondent. Pierre, as we wait for the president to address that shooting, once again, another mass shooting in our country. Devastating to report. This time, a female shooter, 28-year-old woman. Unusual.
Very unusual. Highly unusual. And Kira, the scenes that we saw today of those little children, elementary children being let out of that school, 3 of their classmates dead, 3 adults killed at the school. And as you said, the shooter, a 28-year-old woman, heavily armed, 2 assault rifles, a handgun. Police were able to get to the scene very quickly. This could have been much worse. Now law enforcement, we are being told, have identified this woman. They're doing a very detailed look at her background, seeing if she had any social media footprint to figure out why. Why did she show up at that very isolated campus and kill those people?
Brad Garrett, you're former FBI. You're now with us here at ABC. 14 minutes from that 911 call, patrol units were on the scene, made entry, made it to the 2nd floor, heard gunshots, didn't even flinch, engaged that shooter. That shooter, a 28-year-old woman, now dead. Only 14 minutes. Pretty amazing response when you think about Uvalde and what happened there.
Let's get to the point
I mean,
here.
it's just amazing
Here
how...
he is.
Welcome to the White House.
Okay.
It's a delight to have you all here. And who are those good-looking kids back there? Are your kids, all 4 of them?
Bro, what? Why are they goofing around?
Well, stand up, guys.
Wait, who are these kids? What's happening? Hold on, let me go back. I need context.
Folks, welcome to the White House. It's a delight to have you all here. And who are those good-looking kids back there? Are your kids, all 4 of them? Well, stand up, guys. Well, I want you to know, like you, I had 2 brothers, 3 in our family, 3 brothers, and 1 sister. And my sister is smarter than all of us. Not a joke. She used to be 3 years younger than me. Now she's 23 years younger than me. Yeah. She managed every one of my campaigns for office, even back when I was in high school. We went to the same university 2 years apart. She graduated with honors. I graduated.
Are we here to talk about a national tragedy, or are we here to dote on some kids? It's almost like he's like, y'all, these kids are alive. It's not the time, Joe. Why are we laughing?
We had a simple rule in the family. Listen to Val. My sister Valerie is incredible. So guys, be nice to your sister. You're going to need her. You're going to need her. I promise. It's the same lineup. You're the oldest?
Dude, chill, bro. He's up there doing routine. We're talking about a school shooting. Motherfucker's up here doing shtick. What is happening? Was this what you guys were saying about the video that was interesting? Because I don't know if this is it or if it comes after, but this is crazy.
Who's number 2? Number 2? Who's number 3? You twins? Are you guys twins? Okay. All right. This how it was in our outfit. Well, I'm so glad to see you all. Thanks for...
You guys draw me on the pool back there. I got hairy legs and kids jumping on my lap. That's right, Jack. We'll get some ice cream after school, jumping on my hairy legs.
Coming with Mom, okay? You got to take care of your mom. Dads are much harder to raise, but, you know...
Man, dude, this guy thinks this is like a conversation at the old folks' home. I used to volunteer when I was in high school, and we would go to old folks' home to keep them company and shit, just to visit and say hi. This is what they sound like, you know, with peace and love. It's like, hey, what do you want for lunch? And it's like, I got 3 kids, hairy legs, one of them a girl. Love her, man. She's smart as heck. Do you want the chicken or the pancakes? Man, I got the 3 boys. My boy was young. I was the youngest, but now my sister's 20 years younger. Do the math, Jack.
Before I began to speak, the reason I spent a little time in the kids, I just want to speak very briefly about the school shooting in Nashville, Tennessee.
And these beautiful kids, I'll tell you, they reminded me. I almost forgot about these children that were murdered in Nashville. Thank you, kids, for reminding me. Yes, the Nashville kids who were murdered.
You know, Ben and I have been doing this our whole careers, it seems. And it's just, it's sick. You know, we're still gathering the facts of what happened and why. And we do know that as of now, there are a number of people who are not.
Zoe Escobar, what a name. Hi, Ethan. Huge from Texas. Can we get a content cord soon? I would, as soon as we find a good topic, you know. I'd love to do another content cord, though. We'll do another one when we find a good topic. This honestly feels like a skit. It was made for Jim Carrey. I swear to God, yeah. I'm crassy.
Did not make it, including children. It's heartbreaking, a family's worst nightmare. And I want to commend the police who responded incredibly swiftly, within minutes, and the danger.
Senorita says, thanks for all the laughs. Emily Baker is watching the live trial. I know she's crushing it,
We're
man.
monitoring the situation really closely, Ben, as you know. And we have to do more to stop gun violence.
So, wait, was it just that part? Because I don't want to watch this whole... Oh, it's almost not
Ripping
that
our
long.
communities apart, ripping the soul of this nation, ripping at the very soul of the nation. And we have to do more to protect our schools so they aren't turned into prisons. You know, the shooter in this situation reportedly had 2 assault weapons and a pistol, 2 AK-47. So I call on Congress again to pass my assault weapons ban. It's about time that we began to make some more progress, but there's more to learn. But I just wanted to send my concern and hearts out to so many parents out there. I've been to so many of these sites, as Ben knows, by virtually every one. And one of the things you folks should, I know you do know, but you should focus on, you know, just like when in the military, my son was in Iraq for a year, other places, there's so many members of the military coming back with post-traumatic stress after witnessing the violence and participating in it. Well, these children, these teachers, they should be focusing on their mental.
Boring. Tell me more about the kids, Jack. I want to know. What's his name there? He older or younger? Boy, howdy. Be a shame if one of them died in one of them shootings there. My sister goes to Covenant where the shooting took place. You should react to Tennessee GOP Rep Tim Burchett. He said there's nothing the government can do but spread the Bible mark. No, he didn't, bro. I saw one dude who, he was like, they're like, what can we do about this? He's like, we can't do nothing about it. There's nothing we can do. People just are mean. Like, oh, this is him. This is him. This guy is from Tennessee. That makes it even better. That's his people that were murdered. Holy fuck, dude. Holy. Why is it not showing up, though? Or maybe it's too wordy. These are all old. What the F? Should I look on Twitter?
Precious little kids.
Here, this is it. Yo, I can't believe this guy's a GOP from Tennessee. Look at this. Holy moly.
Precious little kids lost their lives, and I believe 3 adults, I believe it. And and the shooter, of course, lost their life too. So it's a horrible, horrible situation, and we're not going to fix it. Criminals are going to be criminals, and my daddy fought in the Second World War, fought in the Pacific, fought the Japanese, and he told me, he said, buddy, he said, if somebody wants to take you out and doesn't mind losing their life, there's not a whole heck of a lot you can do about it.
Do you think there's any role?
Bro, criminals are going to be criminals. Okay, but like, name another time when criminals were killing kids in schools like repetitively. You're talking about what? What is criminals? You talking about like shoplifters? Like criminals? No, bro. There's something that we can do about this. That's your state, you fucking gremlin. Dude, that's his state. Those kids, those people that died were people he represents. He just straight up, we're not going to fix it. We're not even going to try to fix it. Because criminals be criminals, boy. And my daddy said if one of them Japanese folk come kamikaze, ain't nothing you can do about it. No siree. Criminal's going to criminal. Bro, the nature of crime, okay, if you're just going to call shooting up kindergartens and preschools is just criminals going to be criminals. Holy fuck, dude. Well, you know what? In a sense, it's kind of nice to hear them just come out and say it. Right? Like, there's no posturing. There's no fucking double speak, false promises. He's just coming out and being like, we ain't doing nothing about this. It's a tragedy what happened out there, but we ain't doing nothing about this. Okay, thanks for your honesty.
For Congress to play in reaction to this tragedy. Obviously, this is your state now, but It's happened in every other state.
Oh, it's happening. It doesn't matter what state it's happening in. We're all Americans. It doesn't matter the color of their skin. And they all bleed red. They're bleeding a lot.
They're all bleeding red, and trust me, they're bleeding a lot. Unfortunately, I ain't doing nothing about it.
I don't see any real role that we could do other than mess things up, honestly, because of the situation. It's like I said, I don't think a criminal's going to stop from guns. You know,
it's not a criminal. It's not a criminal doing crime. It's a fucking person with a weapon of war going to a school and killing kids. That ain't normal. Crime is normal. Crime is expected. Going to schools and killing kids is not normal. It is expected, unfortunately, but it's not normal, bro. Unfortunately, this man thinks it's normal. He goes, crime is crime. People are going to get guns and they're going to go kill kids at schools. That's just what it is. That's America. Wow, man. Amanda says, he's basically saying if someone break into your house, they're gonna. No need to lock our doors. No need to take precautions. Criminals be crazy. This is unreal. Lucia said, I just turned 28 and been watching every single video. I grew up with you. I'm also in HR. Stop hating, bro. No, I love HR, dude. I'm just saying, HR works for me. I love my HR person. They got my back.
You can print them out on the computer now, 3D printing, and there's really, I don't think you're going to...
Wait, is the volume too low? I can turn it up. It's just usually it's too loud.
Stop the gun violence. I think you've got to change people's hearts. You know, as a Christian, as we talk about in the church, and I've said this many times, I think we really need revival in this country. I think our ministers and our communities of faith need to come together and start preaching about love from the Bible, that's in the Bible.
Isn't that about as unlikely as getting rid of guns?
I would say it's a lot less likely than getting rid of guns. At least you can physically take guns away from people. You can't put love in people's heart from the Bible.
Well, I'm idealistic, bro.
You're idealistic. I'm idealistic. We can't do nothing about these guns here, though. Tell you what, bro.
Brother, I didn't come up here because I thought I was going to get my butt kicked. I thought I was going to do something.
Wow, you are fucking deluded, dude. I mean, listen, no hate to Christians. All people of all different religions, do whatever the fuck you want, but this level of a religious doctrination is cultish and psycho, and I hate that this shit is so well represented in our Congress. Wow. Holy smokerinos, dude. What the fuck? This guy, it says, gun-loving Tennessee rep Tim Burett homeschools his kids so he doesn't have to worry about shootings. Well, if you have a bunch of guns at your house, you might have to. Apparently, the shooter was trans, so now it's turning into a whole thing. There's like this whole really crazy transphobic push that now trans people are school shooters. It's crazy. It doesn't matter if they're trans, right? It doesn't matter who they are. What matters is that there's so many fucking guns, and it's so easy to people get guns. It doesn't matter what they identify as, dude. Idiot. I have so many concerns, Pierce Morgan said, about the child-slaying transgender school shooter in Nashville. But none of them involve giving a flying fuck about using the preferred personal pronoun. We're talking about the despicable bastards. It's not about misgendering this person. It's about, like, you know, other trans people, like all other trans people. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks that you're turning misgendering people into, like, an insult because that affects other people. Obviously, this person's a giant piece of shit. And I don't see the fact that them being trans is related at all. Like, come on, dude. It's fucking gross. Oh, this is fucking gross, dude. This is really gross. Wow, this is not going to be good for trans people. That's sad, man. This is not good. I saw someone, like, putting together a fucking collage of, like, trans school shooters. Come on, dude. There's so many guns. Of course there's going to be trans school shooters. It's a numbers game, dude. We're all armed to the teeth. We all own, like, our own personal arsenals. There's going to be mass shooters of every fucking, from every walk of life. Fucking hell, dude. Hold on, I want to watch this, but I'm afraid it might be too graphic. I'm just sick of people shooting up schools. Like, how are you going to make it about trans people? There's people going into schools with guns and killing people. Like, was this, like, ideologically driven? I heard that she shoot up it's a Christian school. And I guess, okay, yeah, dude, I'm watching. This is so fucking sick. God. So fucking sick, dude. And again, they think there's some kind of fucking cowboy. Pretty sure it's the gun culture. This video sucks. I mean, it's disgusting. It's fucking gross, dude. Didn't show anyone dying. It's just them cruising around the school, like, ugh, so gross. Why would you kill kids? Like even, oh, God. So apparently she went to the school. It's a Christian school. And she thought, I don't know for sure. What I read, and I'm not sure if it's true or not. No. Did the shooter have ovaries? No, I don't think so. I think it was a male to female trans person. I think. Here, let me just open an article. I mean, fuck. Let's just actually learn about it. Let's see. It's Nashville, right? Let's get all the fucking... Here, where's the most recent one? From 8 minutes ago. Let's read this. 28-year-old killed 3 children, 3 adults at a Christian school in Nashville. They were under care for emotional disorder and had legally bought 7... I think I'm live. Oh, here. I'm back. I lost the internet for a second. Okay. Oh, it was female to male. Okay, I didn't know. So, there you go. It says the 28-year-old killed 3 kids and 3 adults. They were under... So wait, it's not... It was female to male. Oh, okay. So it was a he. He was under care for emotional disorder and legally bought 7 firearms locally. Well, there you go. There you go. We can't do nothing about this. I mean, people who are having mental health crises should not be allowed to buy weapons. The red flag law. Why would Congress even lobby to remove those laws? Like, in a sane society, this would have never happened because he was under care for emotional disorder. So there's one way we could have done something about it. Police released body camera footage from 2 officers who say they fatally shot him. The attack was targeted and involved prior planning. The shooter had drawn detailed maps of the school, including entry points of the building. It goes, this is the deadliest shooting since Uvalde. When was that? Like a couple months ago? But I want to know about this person's, like, why they did it. Parents of the shooter spoke to police and said they knew Hale had bought and sold 1 weapon. The parents felt Hale should not own weapons. Hale left home, yada yada. The police said Tuesday they do not know a motive. Okay, so then it might just be some bullshit because I kind of want to wait until they put out a statement about it. They said, we do not know the motive. The shooter targeted the school and the church in the attack, but did not specifically target any of the 6 people killed. Hale's writing mentions a mall near the school as possible other target. So it doesn't seem like... Okay. So then, if this isn't like a Christian... Like targeting... Because they're going to turn this into, you know... white Christian victimhood. which is already happening. But apparently, they just made that up. But he did attend the elementary school. I love this, man. You got to love this. The mayor said, it could have been worse without this great response. This very planned and numerous sites, like I do want to say on the grave of 6 slain people, 3 kids, that I do want to just suck the cop's dick here for a minute and just say how much worse it could have been. Why mention that? Police said the shooting was targeted. So Hale left writings pertaining to the shooting and had scouted a second possible attack. But because of a threat assessed by the subject, there's too much security, decided not to. So he decided to shoot up the school instead of a mall. The frame revealed the attack at the Christian school was calculated and planned. The shooter was someone that had multiple rounds of ammunition. Yeah, Hale used male pronouns. Okay. They go, oh, thanks to our preparation for active school shooters, motherfucker, 6 people died. 3 kids. What are you talking about? There's no preparation. It's going to help. They're going to turn it into victimhood 100%. I went to fundamentalist Christian school growing up, and they warn us like once a week that a lot of people want to come into our school and kill us. This is the worst thing that could have happened. It's going to fuel white Christian victimhood, and it's going to fuel transphobia like to a gajillion degrees. It's crazy. The way Chad is acting super sad doesn't feel like a safe space. Don't just use they, them. Would you call a black shooter the N-word? Are you showing your transphobia? What the fuck are you talking about? What's wrong with saying they, them? If you don't know their pronoun, that's the respectful thing to do. Like, you gotta chill your fucking roll, dude. Or, I don't know your gender, but I'm just saying, like, chill the fuck out, dude. You really want to live in this society where you think people who use they, them because they don't know what gender you prefer is the same as using the N-word? Like, you got to fucking stop with that shit. You have to stop with that shit. You cannot bring that opinion out into the world. I'm telling you, man. These are the nicest, most accepting people you're going to find. Stop it. You can't do that. You can't bring that into the world. I'm telling you with peace and love. Don't do it. Come on now. It's not sad. Everyone's being super respectful to trans people here. Like, go on Twitter, man. And just stop, dude. Seriously, you got to know who are your friends. You got to know who are your friends. You got to know who your allies are. Because then you just turn into like a caricature for people like, you know, Ben Shapiro. You turn into like a caricature for him to foment transphobia. Come on, dude. Or gal. I don't know what, but I'm just saying, dude. As a trans woman, I'm not surprised. Unfortunately, there's some overlap between the incel 4chan freaks and the trans community, which may have to do with feeling victimized. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That is a weird overlap.